First of all, I just want to give my deep appreciation to you, to Jerry, to your whole team, to everyone in this audience, to everyone listening. This teaching is by far the best thing of my entire life, hands down. I have a request and a question. The question is, I have been following your teaching for 15 years, live by it, swear by it, taught it to others. I experienced chronic pain for the past 25 years. And so when I first heard your teaching, I thought...
We'd look for a different teacher if we were you.
Right. I thought, well, this will be, gone in a snap, and it's not. I understand.
This stuff does not work. Or maybe there's a misunderstanding of how it works that we could clear up.
Exactly. I know I've not been the most consistent because chronic pain is, hard to ignore.
Yeah.
But there have been times, multiple times, when, I'm excited about a new treatment or something where I do feel like for a good month or two or more, I'm expectant, I'm knowing, I'm so confident in it working.
It is not easy not to define yourself by something that is so frequent.
Yes.
When you notice it, you notice it. We're going to give you something here that will help you most of all. We are certain that if you had been moving around more singularly, that you would have gotten a handle on this a long time ago.
Yes.
But because you live in a world of people who are observing you, almost everybody, here's the thing, we're going to speak this to all of you. Esther's been talking to herself about this so much, and we really want you to hear this. You are all far too interested in other people understanding you. You want others to get you. And we're not suggesting, well, a little bit, just a little tiny bit, but hardly any, that you ever benefit by them knowing that. But in the need to define what's going on, Esther raced through an airport wearing some shoes she wasn't accustomed to, sort of banged her ankle on her shoes and limped around, still limping around just a little bit. And when she saw friends for the first time, she felt a need to explain to them why she was limping. What's up with that? Here I am, I got my bangs, my fringe, I got it trimmed, and my nose runs a little, so I have a Kleenex, and I'm limping just a little bit because, and we say, what's up with that constant need to explain yourself? It's twofold. Part of it is, it's really real to you, it's on your mind, it's a trend, it's a theme. That's part of it, but that's not even the biggest part of it. The biggest part of it is, you've been trying to explain yourself to so many people, and they've been picking up on who you are, and so they've decided who you are. So even if you are explaining to them, I'm not that anymore, Esther says to her daughter all the time, her daughter will say, that's not what you said about that. And Esther says, you gotta let me be new today. That's how I felt then, it's not how I feel now. Well, that's confusing, mother. You taught me that that's how you feel. How am I supposed to know that that's not still how you feel? I'm telling you now. That's not how I still feel. But that doesn't mean that in a day or two or three or four, I might not want a penis. Because the path of least resistance keeps changing, doesn't it? The path of least resistance continues to change. And so, really, it's exactly this. You have an inner being who is ever aware of you and always flowing vibrational, world-creating energy to you and through you about anything you want. But you, like almost everybody else, doesn't know that. You think it's coming from the peanut gallery. You think it's coming from the neighbors and the family and the mate. You think that what they think is what most matters, and it isn't. What they think isn't what most matters, and also what they think isn't what you think they're thinking. It's not as much about you as you think it is. And that's why you keep wanting to explain to them, because it's like most of you, we love you so much. You feel like you are in competition for the thoughts of others, and you want all of their thoughts to point toward you. Did you notice I'm limping? Did you notice? Did you notice? Did you notice? Now, none of you, start again. Most of you, start again. Some of you, start again. Hardly any of you. Hardly any of you understand the attention, therefore blessings, therefore benefit that is coming your way from your source. And because you don't really know that, you fritter it away by talking to each other about things that contradict that. A couple of days ago, something was going on. It doesn't matter what it was. And Esther thought, that's unfortunate. And then that word just kind of clanged around in her head like her head was a bell. And she thought, wait a minute. I don't want to turn the fire on under that, about what's unfortunate, because I can just as easily say, but fortunately, I've had a discomfort, chronic pain for 25 years. That's unfortunate. No one can deny that. That hasn't been fun. But fortunately, I now understand my point of attraction. Fortunately, I understand the cells of my body are summoning energy. Fortunately, I know that source energy is supplying the energy that my cells are summoning. Fortunately, I know that if I'll chill out and stop taking score this red hot minute, boiling eggs, Esther's looking in the pot, even though she knows it's going to come to a boil. Still, she was sort of watching. Well, how easy do you think it is? Not easy at all, not to watch what's going on with your body. Did this work? 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 Hard not to give it a rest, but you've got to give it a rest. You've got to get your eyes off of what you've had your eyes on and get them on something else. And it's not that hard to do, because with every that's unfortunate, there's a but that's fortunate. That's fortunate. Unfortunately, it's raining a lot. Or is it unfortunate? Unfortunate or fortunate? Which is it? Everybody wanted it to rain until it rained. But you're the only one that can make whatever's happening work for you instead of you using it to work against you. You see? Only you. It's not going to come from the outside. Oh, it will. In other words, there's lots of people working. In other words, there's lots of remedies, many things. We're not suggesting that you should not engage with others, but you can't let it in until you've just decided, oh, that's what I haven't been doing. I haven't been letting it in. And fortunately, I now understand that. And fortunately, I'm finding more ways to do that. And fortunately, here it is. Here it is. Here it all is every time. Here it is relative to anything that you want. It isn't about letting a pain-free body in. Oh, that'll come eventually. But that's the full boil. There's a whole lot of simmering that's going on before that. Yes? So rather than focus upon the end result that you're looking for, you could focus on the feeling. What does it feel like when you match up? You see, every time you hurt, you put a rocket of desire into your vortex, into your vibrational reality. And you've been doing it for so long, the desire is huge. Well, when you have a desire that's been underway for so long, it takes a pretty consistent expectation for something that big to come to fruition. And you're not even coming close to doing that, because it's so much easier to notice what is and to wonder about it. So what we're saying to you is, you got to make this not about the physical discomfort, not about the physical condition. You got to make this about energy flow, how interesting it is, the law of attraction, how interesting it is. That's fortunate, that's unfortunate. Yeah, both are true, but which do I want to focus upon? Because depending on what I choose, because your inner being never sees unfortunate. Isn't that irritating? Esther would say, Abraham, I hate that guy. You need more information, Abraham. You need more information, because most humans would rather be right than feel good. Accurate, telling it like it is. But when you are telling it like it is can't change. Is can't be different when you're telling it like it is. It just keeps the heat on under what is. And it's really easy to understand why you would do that. There it is again. There it is again. There it is again. There it is. 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 So your world is full of humans that are standing around and saying, it's like this. No, it's like this. No, it's like this. No, it's like this. It's like all of that. Everybody's getting what they're predominantly focused upon. Period. End of story. Nothing else is happening. We want that to be helpful. We know you are nodding. So now talk to us briefly, and we will see what progress happened in this conversation. Words don't teach, but you might have picked something up from the life experience that you've been living, coupling it with the words you just heard. So now where are you?
I know I need to get everyone out of the equation except for me and my inner being.
Yeah, that's right. But if that had happened during this conversation, your first words would have been, I can do this.
Absolutely.
But what we're getting at is, and this is really the only thing you need to hear from us, you went right back to what is. I know I need to do something different than what I'm doing. So nothing changed. If it had changed, you would have said, oh, yeah. You see what we're getting at?
Yes.
And that's why we started out by talking about all the people that are around you. You've sort of made a big deal about this for a long time with a lot of people. And their eyes are on you. And you feel like you sort of owe it to them to prove something to them, to show them how. And you know what? Oh, are you sitting down? Oh, yeah, you are. Are you holding on? You might want to here. Nobody's ever going to get you. Nobody's ever going to get you. And the reason is because you are uniquely your own point of attraction. Stop right now and think with us just for a moment. We want a complete agreement from you. Don't you spend a lot of time trying to explain yourself to somebody because you know that they don't get you? Esther's saying, is it a language barrier? Sometimes. Is it a economic barrier? Sometimes. Is it a philosophical barrier? Sometimes. Is it a political barrier? Is it a religious barrier? What is it that's keeping us from understanding each other? It's the way you planned it. You said, I'll go into an environment of great diversity where everyone can be free to offer a vibration, and the law of attraction will answer their vibration, and they can live the unique life that they are vibrationally attracting. And there will be no one in charge saying, you all got to do it this way or you all got to do it that way. And if you just understood as an individual that in the moment you stop pushing against what anybody else is doing, what you want will happen to you. Really? Yep.
Got it. Thank you.
Penises for everyone.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. See you next time.